Hey everybody, this is Art with Key. Wednesday at 2 o'clock, trying to position my camera here. So like I said, usually on Wednesdays, I do live art with you guys. I look at a prompt from an artist that I follow in Maine. Her name is Kim Bernard, and we make art together just for like 15 minutes, just to see each other and be creative for a little bit in this time that we're in right now. So I started doing this when I was virtually teaching art with my students, and I'm just going to keep doing it all summer until we're back and face-to-face, fingers crossed, in the classroom. So I usually wait a few minutes before we all get together to see how many people are on. So if you do come on, even if you're watching this later, send a message to me. So tell me where you're watching from, who you are, so I can say hi to you in the chat. The sun is out today for a little bit. Yay! Hopefully it'll stay a little bit longer. It's been a rainy, dreary kind of summer so far, but looks good for Friday and Saturday, so that's good. Those of you that are maybe watching for the first time with us, I'm just sitting at my art desk, so if you have like a sketchbook laying around or just a piece of paper, pencil or pen, something you can try to make art with. It doesn't have to be anything like super fancy or special art set. Whatever we got laying around, just kind of make art together based on the prompt. And I'll make sure that I have the artist's name. I'll type it in the chat here so you can see her. Her name is Kim Bernard. And she's on Instagram. You can see her daily art prompt. She does a daily art prompt. There it is. Every day. She started doing it during this COVID-19 lockdown time. So she does one every day. I just do it every Wednesday. But it's kind of neat if you want to make art, you don't know what to do. She can give you an idea. Because I know some of my students always say, I don't know what to draw. So if you need some ideas, she posts one every day. I see there's like 2 people on. I don't know who they are yet. I have to get better at this YouTube so I can see who's actually on here. I click on it, but I can't see. But anyway, I'm glad you're watching if you're watching live. And like I said, if you're watching this tomorrow at 9 a.m. or whenever you're doing this, I hope you're having a good day and everything's going well. I'm going to grab my pencil while I'm sitting here. I'm going to move the camera in just a second. There we go. Something I always tell my students, it's always good to have a wooden pencil so you can control your value shading and the lines you draw better than with a mechanical pencil, even though those are everyone's favorite. The lead is such a fine point, and with pressure on your paper, it'll leave an indentation on your paper. So then even if you erase, there'll still be that texture, that layer where the pencil lead went. So wooden pencil. So I'm just gonna flip to the next page of my sketchbook. I haven't figured out how to angle my camera yet, so you can see what I'm doing while I'm drawing, but I'll just keep flashing it. I'm just gonna get to a clean page while I'm sitting here, waiting a few minutes. I actually got on time this week. And I told my kids to stay out because last week YouTube blumped me off. I don't know if it's because my kids were running around in it. I don't know. So I told them, can't come in here for 15 minutes. So I have 15 minutes. They're upstairs playing. So what I usually tell you guys when you start is to think about if you were going to give this art to someone or to sell it, or if you wanted to display it, think about keeping it in the size it would go in a standard frame size. So 4x6, 5x7, 8x10. We're only together for 15 minutes. I've been keeping mine kind of small. So I'm just going to like draw a space on here. I think I'll do 4x6 today while I'm sitting here. I'm just going to use my ruler and mark out a space for this. Let's see. That way when you're drawing or painting or coloring, whatever you're doing for your art, you can have all of it on display. Because if you go outside the edges and you want to see that edge, the frame's going to cover it. So this will help me also stay small, be able to finish it in our time together. Even though I usually don't finish it completely, because I like to go and add some more things to it, but the majority of it, the bulk of it's done. So I just drew, I did a 4x6. for today. So I'm going to get my phone and look up the artist and see what she put up for today. Sometimes she doesn't get it up in time when I do my live at 2, so I end up doing yesterday's, but let's see if she has today's on. And if you want to follow her on Instagram, it's Kim Bernard Artist. And this is what her little icon looks like. I know that's hard to see. It's like a peace sign. So today she does have one up. It is to draw a map. I think she's vacationing on a boat, because if I look back at her old ones, everything's involving a boat. So I think she's using the map. So she drew, like, I don't know if you can see it. The real map is underneath it, and that's her sketch she did. So, a map. Let's see. I don't have a map handy. So usually during this time, I have all my students, and we ask for ideas. Oh, there's some more people on. Hi, whoever you are. There's 3 of you. Type your name in the chat so I can see who you are, or your initials, if you're not wanting your whole name. And usually the students and I, we figure out what we're going to do with that. So a map, I'm thinking. I have no one to talk to right now. So map. I'm just looking around my room to see ideas. I do have a map, a puzzle of the state of Maine map. I could do something with that. That would require me to leave my camera and my desk, so I might not do that. I do live on the lake, so maybe I'll do something with a Lake Junaluska map. I'm gonna look up a map of Lake Junaluska on my phone to use as my inspiration. So if you're at home and you're figuring out what you're gonna do, it can be, if the inspiration or the daily prompt is something about maps. So however you want to interpret that, it could be from a game you play, it could be in some book, it could be a literal map like the artist is doing. I think I'm gonna do some kind of interpretation of a Lake Junaluska kind of vibe map thing. Let's see, images. Or maybe you're getting ready to go on a trip and you want to do a map of that area, or you want to just make one up, completely made up. You can do that too. I'm just kind of scrolling through Google Images when I did Lake Junaluska map, just to see what looks interesting to my eye. I think I like this first one. It's more of a topographical map, but it's blurry. Let me find another one. Just looking. You could do something about states, a state map. I know my son had to do a project when we were on virtual school. He had to do a map of his house, like all the rooms inside of his house, which was kind of cool. This is not getting me what I want. So I think I'm gonna have to go with the one I liked and just kind of wing it because it's a tad bit blurry. Let me visit the page, maybe it'll be better. So if you're just getting on here, today's prompt is to do something inspiration from a map. It just says map. So it's really kind of up to you what you want to do. But your art prompt or inspiration has to do something with a map. And this is not loading, so I'm just going to go with the one I found. So the one I found, and I don't even know if you can see this. Can you see that? Yeah. So I'm going to draw something with this in my space on my paper. I'm not really sure what I want to do with it yet. I'm not going to copy it exactly, but I like the topographical features of it. So it's really linear. It's kind of neat. There's still 3 people on here. I'm glad you're there. I don't know who you are, but I'm glad you're here. Keep doing your art, even if it's a weird, abstract, non-objective map. It can be anything, really. I'm going to try to just draw the shape of this, and all I'm doing is just looking at my phone and trying to draw the shape of this, the lake, the best I can. Another tip for those of you that are starting on something, try not to always navigate towards the center of your space. So in this case where I'm drawing, don't try to draw my lake like bam, dead center in my rectangle there. That's the obvious point. You want it to be more interesting to look at. So either shift to the left or to the right, or above or below the center. So it's more intriguing for the eye to look at. Creates some more movement. So I'm going to shift mine to the right since I have this spiral bound sketchbook in my arm here. All right, I'm going to give it a go here. Like I said, you really can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just really lightly with some hatchy lines here, interpreting the shape of Lake Junaluska, where I live now with my family. We live really close to Tuscola, where I'm the art teacher. So close. All right, so I just drew abstract shape of Lake Junaluska, and you can see my lines are kind of sloppy, hatchy looking, and that's because I wanted just to see if I got around it. And then as I'm glancing my eye at my phone and down at my paper, seeing, okay, I see one spot where it has to be a little bit deeper. So now I can erase those lighter hatchy lines a lot easier than I can a really dark, defined pencil edge. And then once I like it and the way it looks, then I can go around and darken the edge because that's where I want to keep it. So I'm just going to go through here and make sure I kind of tweak some of these edges to be a little bit more curvy, because there are some edges of the lake that are kind of a little more curvy, not so straight. I've been trying to get out and walk around the lake more. I started to run more. Made it around the lake, ran all of it this last time except one little stretch of hills. Not the best timing, but I made it around, so that's good. I mean, I'm not used to running on hills. Like, I used to live in Georgia, most of you know me. So in Georgia, everything is very flat, so you can run for long periods of time without dying for breath because you're going up a hill like you are here. Shouldn't say hill, mountains. So, but it's been fun. It's been challenging, and my son rides his bike. And then last night, my daughter went in the kayak. We have a kayak with my husband. So we're getting out, especially when the sun comes out. We are out of this house, walking around to get some sun, especially this weather. Been cooped up in the house long enough. I think you all can agree with that. All right. So all I did was just go around and darken my edge. So now I'm happy with my Lake Junaluska. Let's see. So we got, I usually only stay in here for like 15 minutes just because I don't want to hold up your day. Hey, Sean Novak's watching. Hey, Sean. And my good friends from Oklahoma. Really flat in Oklahoma. You can run for miles in Oklahoma if the heat's not killing you because it's really humid in Oklahoma. Anyway, I'm getting away from my sketch. So I think I'm going to keep that as the lake. And I'm going to start to draw in some of these topographical little lines here in this grassy area, just because I like it. It's kind of neat looking. So I'm going to try to get some of that in there, some of these larger areas of grass. And then maybe I'll put this road in here. I'm going to put the road in. So again, your map can be as realistic and precise and mathematically correct, or as abstract and on another dimension as you want. That's what makes it neat. And I'd love to be able to see all the ones you guys make, but important thing is you're making it. And if you are able to email me a picture of what you do, I like to put all of the art that we make up on the page together. But lately, it's just been me. But it's okay. You can still keep making your art. You don't have to send me a picture of it. Hey, Matthew Gibson. Oh, Matthew. I'm going to cry. Oh, my gosh. So good to see you. Oh, my goodness. Working. Yes. Matthew, you're always working. You're the most hardworking kid that I taught, I think. Get some rest. All right. So I got the road in. I'm putting in some of these. I'm going to call them green blobs just because they look kind of neat to contrast the really curvy lake. Kind of like broccoli heads. All right, so I got that one in. I think I'm gonna put one, so that's what I did, so now you can't see. So I added, this is the road. And these are two little green areas. I'm going to keep repeating those lines. It's called meandering. The lines go again and again and again inside the space. But I'm going to do that probably after I get off, just so I don't hold you up too long. Oh, it's so cool to see people on here. See, we could still stay connected, even in this crazy world we're in right now, right? Oh, goodness gracious. All right, I'm going to draw one more part, and then I think I'll hang up with y'all. I think I'm going to put this one other road in over here because I like the curve of it as it comes over to the lake. Which is kind of like the path that you walk on. All right, I got that one. I'm obviously not going to finish this in the 15 minutes we're together. But when I finish, I will work on it. And then I always post it on my YouTube page when I'm done. So everybody can see it. Just kind of draw some more of these green blobs we got up here. Just because they're kind of neat looking. Let's see. I think that's pretty good. I got one more green blob. I'm calling them green blobs, and people that actually know maps are probably screaming at me because it's really areas of forestry. But they're looking like a green blob to me right now. Okay, so that's what I got. It's not finished, but I will be adding some ink, and I'll probably do some color pencil, maybe some watercolor to it to finish it up. But like I said, I don't want to hold you too much longer. It was so good to see so many of you on here. Please keep doing your art, especially in these days, even if it's just a doodle when you're on the phone or on your lunch break, whatever it is you're doing, just to keep that part of your brain working. I miss you all, and I'll see you again next week, Wednesday at 2 o'clock, right here. Have a good day.